Alright, YouTube, what up? It's Nisi, Season 7 coaching. Got the Ashe gameplay. We're going to be talking about the mobile ADCs. Honestly, the ADC meta hasn't really changed much at bot lane. Actually, no, that's not true. That's not true. It has changed, but not really to do anything with the ADC. It's more about the shield meta. Champions that can be shielded. Shields are king, dude. Shields. Ivern, Karma, Janna, supports now can grant massive shields, and they got redemption as a fucking item now, which can give you a lot of heals from the grave. It's just ridiculous. Long story short. So honestly, ADCs haven't changed much. I don't know if I would put Ashe in the top tier. I would certainly, though, at least say that Ashe has some potential in solo queue off of just picks with the arrow. Arrow picks are always a good win rate swinger, in my opinion. This is decent trade in minions. I like that. Let's go back here. No, don't freeze, please. Thank you. All right, cool. I'm not going to rewind anymore if it's going to do that to me. I'll try to pay more attention. Swap overlay? Oh, sorry. All right, I'm a noob. I'm a noob, YouTube. I'm sorry. Season 7 coaching Ashe. Try that again. I didn't switch the scene. My brain's fried. Jarvan with the cheese lane. I like your ward. I was just gonna say it. I was gonna say that needs to happen soon. Wow, this is pretty boring so far. Not gonna lie. Not much to say. Okay, here we go. Alright, Jhin needs to be focused. How does this happen to us? And you do focus it. You get exhausted, which means you need to be backing away now. That was your problem. Right here, I'll show you. The trade's actually not the worst thing in the world. Except when the exhaust comes out, you should be baiting J4's HP bar. Bait this, because he should have some. I mean, I don't know what he's doing. He's going like support Jarvan, but like he does like the tanky item or whatever on Jarvan, which doesn't do that much damage, so the cheese isn't that effective. But regardless, you get exhausted and you kind of stay in the fight. You also get engaged on, which is bad, but Jarvan's counter engage is not the worst thing. It's just that you stay committed to this fight, when in reality you should be backing out after the exhaust comes out and kiting. Now notice, if we had kited out, watch. We would have, this guy would have inevitably had to blow flash. And you would still have your flash to play with. You see what I mean? So it sounds stupid. That's all it comes down to. But you had a lot of wiggle room with the way it plays. Your attacks were great. Just right here, you needed to space backwards. Not down. You needed to go up. Because the exhaust means you're not doing shit. Notice this whole time, from the time I pointed to go up, you literally just walked down, you didn't auto, and then you just died. When the exhaust came out, if we had just moved up and then walked back down after the exhaust wore off, you could have picked a decent spot. After, you know, you have to wait for him to crit, which is be very scary to get near him when he has crit up. But at the very least, you can make him flash for it. Or try to flash for it if you space properly. I mean, the big thing is you just got engaged on, and you didn't kite backwards. That's it. Jarvan puts you into an engaged spot, which isn't too awful. The problem is our mechanics there, just the positioning. We get engaged on, we don't kite back properly. You could have just raw mechanicked the shit out of them there, because of their engage being so, like, all in flat. Like, Jarvan does make a good counter engage, and it was just a coin flip to see who plays it better mechanically. Which is why I think if you just space back, let them, you know, let them trade damage and then move on about your day and don't give away the lead. Because you give away the lead to Jhin, shit's gonna hurt. And he already has a BF sword off of that, so yeah, it's gonna really hurt. There's just no way. You guys have heard of Dakar, but have you heard about Duker, dude? Duker, the Leona player? Because that's who we're facing. Flash is good. I guess you guys were fighting because you thought a gank was coming or something? Notice how when Jarvan jumps in, he EQs, you immediately run to here. You should just let him be a dumbass and position max range. Max range for W's and farming. That's a terrible engage. You guys are behind. There's no way that this goes well. We have to give away our flash because of it. Because of how it plays. Right? You try to kite. Leona stuns us. We're super fucking scared. And we had to flash out. We shouldn't have been anywhere near that in the first place. Fiddle top, boys. You haven't lived until you've seen the fiddle top. And then you get dove down here, what? Then you get dove. Lux flanks, but you died. Rough game, dude. Rough game. Really. Is there any reason? Bro. Alright, I hate how you play this. Alright. If you're gonna play Ashe, you need to pull the trigger on your ults. This is a reoccurring theme that I have when I do Ashe replays, Ashe coaching. Okay? I want you to see this. Watch. We see Leona. She's clearing a ward. Why in the fuck does he get to sit here in front of us? Why does he get to stand here? She's there. You have Jarvan with Ignite 2v1. This is probably Ashe Jarvan, probably the fastest kill potential in a lane that I can think of with a fucking all-in spot from range. Literally, why does he get to stand there? This is immediate. As soon as she goes up, watch. That's it. Ping. Ping. Dumbass is gonna run right at him. You're gonna run right at him, and you're gonna R. Jarvan is going to go in, and if he doesn't, you roll your eyes and go, all right, I guess we're losing. I guess we're gonna lose the game, right? That's how you should probably view this, because that's how I'd view it. I'd be like, well, here's my chance to come back. We got beat down, but we can blow this guy up here. No Leona in position, but watch what you do instead. He walks in front of you again. He's taunting you with it. You slow him. Jarvan leads. Why does he miss the EQ? Because he's not stunned, which you could have assisted with. And then look. Still no ult. Look at all that damage he did pretty much alone. And now you try to ult over. Now it's 2v2. It needs to be instant there. Now, your biggest power spike is 6 in lane. Maybe earlier if you land some poke. But the fact that you didn't go for it worries me. Because if you're gonna play Ashe, you need to know what a good engage is and what a bad engage is. If you looked at that and you thought, wow, that's a, you know, I don't see, like, if you looked at that and didn't even think to R that guy, like, if it didn't cross your mind, then you're not playing your champion right. Like, that's a level 6 all-in instant. Let's see if you do any. You have your ult. What? Just shoot it. Look at all this walking. Just shoot. When he jumps in, shoot. It's simple. If you miss, oh well. All this wasted space, just shoot it. Just execute. Nice little chain CC action. We're back in the game, baby. And then we got clicked on. How did this happen to us? Wow, Gragas. Okay, this is just a numbers issue. You also, as an ADC, without, well, you have flash, but either way, you're still kind of like not thinking about levels here. That Echo's level 9, and you see Akali coming. Akali's gonna click, like, you are the immobile ADC. You need to actually just be leaving right now. See how you're walking at that guy? It should have been W run and then keep your summoners. Instead, you let your team lead you into some dumb shit without your ult, and then you get clicked on. Wow, Lux. Way too baited. Solo Q stomp, dude. That's what we're about to get, boys. A solo Q butt slap. Online shopping is big this time of year. If you have a special package, oh, I got a special package, dude. I'll deliver Bill Gates my special package anytime. Anytime, baby. There you go. Looks pretty good for a second. Too bad we don't have a flash or a heal, right? Yeah, dude. Big E, my dude. This was a shit show. You got snowballed on. You had an off meta support. Mechanically, you played the engages kind of clunky. You need to understand, I love Ashe as much as the next guy. Tombstone! Thanks for the 20, bro. We'll add you on the list. As far as I can tell, the things that you need to work on if you're going to keep playing Ashe is you need to kite more. You need to play backwards in your fights more often. Every engage that happens, it needs to be a fine line between all-in committal and kiting. All-in committal and kiting. There was times where I felt like you were just following your team and you weren't thinking about what the enemy's thinking. I'm here to tell you, Akali's high level, Riven's high level, Tryndamere high level, whoever's high level, they're going to just run at you and kill you over and over again. It's your responsibility to not put yourself in a position where people can engage on you and control a lot of space. Very similar to what Jhin does. Jin's got more damage than you, but you also have a pretty reliable engage and some pretty decent team fighting once you can get your core items up. Once you get Runons, once you get IE, once you start rolling, you've got a lot of damage that you can do and a lot of slows that you can do. But my feel on this game is that your laning, it wasn't so much that your laning was just god awful. You failed in a tight spot, but then when you had the ult ready to go, you didn't just pull the trigger, dude. You were already losing, pull the trigger. When you see it, you have to go for it or don't play Ashe. You have nothing else to fall back on. Ashe isn't one of the best ADCs right now. Best ADCs, probably Jhin, probably Draven, probably Twitch, probably Vayne. I said Draven. Fuck, Draven's not really that great. He's alright. Vayne, Twitch, Jhin, Caitlyn. Those are your big ones. Maybe you could sneak Corki in there too. So if you're going to play Ashe, you need to understand the things that make Ashe good, which are kiting and good engages. You get that shit together, you can make Ashe work. But she's not in a good spot right now. Alright? I'm not the type of guy to be like, don't play Ashe, she sucks. I wouldn't. If I was trying to climb with ADC right now, I would pick something that was hot in the meta. Lucian isn't that good right now. I'd pick something that was hot in the meta. Because otherwise, you get left in these situations where when you fall behind, there's not much you can do. If you play the champs that I named, right? Let's say you play Vayne. Vayne, bam. Now we can just farm up to a little static shiv and IE, and maybe we can come back. Jhin. Oh, I can just ult. I can run down the river, and then I can start looking for ult picks in mid or in the jungle, and then get something rolling. Or Twitch, right? Oh, I could just farm up, maybe get a good engage off with my invis on somebody, and then I'm back in the game. Okay? That's what it comes down to. So clean up every engage. You got to think, do I need to kite or do I need to commit? Generally, once you hit 6, you need to start looking for the engages and take them. Before 6, it needs to be about, all right, when I get engaged on, I kite back with W, re-engage slowly depending on the situation. Okay? All right, YouTube, I hope this helps you guys. This is a rough game. Beyond this, I know how this goes. We just get clicked on. Nasus gets big. We get clicked on. Fucking Jhin's huge. It's a nightmare game. It's a nightmare game for an immobile ADC like Ashe. I got it. All right, YouTube, I hope this helps you guys, your Ashe players out there, ADC mains out there. I love you, and I'm out. Peace, crackers. Thank you so much.